Yeah. Well, so far, I don't see the chat working. And I'm not even sure why. Well, let's try to get it into OBS and maybe that's gonna help a bit. So far, the chats don't react to what I'm typing. Oh, finally, it appeared. But it's only after I added it to OBS for some reason. Whatever that means, I'm not sure. However, I think I will keep the chat for like 30 seconds. That might be helpful. One. Okay, it appears here. Now I have to check in OBS as well. Hopefully I will be in time for it. Let's say greetings to the greetings. Welcome to the stream. And we'll see how it's gonna be. And when it comes to OBS, how do we look at it? No, this is not what I want. Hold on. I'd say not too bad. Just maybe slightly to the right side. And then we just like make it sure that it's working the same way. Let's see. Pretty okay-ish so far. So that everybody will be able to see the chat and whatnot. I'm gonna give hey, hold on. How to? It doesn't work yet. I'm sorry, guys. Wait. I have no idea how to do this, so... how to share. I need to share. Okay. I think I managed to find it. And I figured the way how to make your chat problem to be fixed. And some other extra. That's it. I feel like we are well, ready to play and stream this game. Hopefully nothing will you know, be of noise nuisance. Anyways, the sound in the game might not be right now perfectly aligned. I didn't test this kind of thing, so this first part will be quite shaky. Everybody's having fun. Make way, coming through. Fetch a healer, quick.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Indeed, that's a good question. But because this place was the closest one.
Everyone step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you are so weak you can't even turn your head to look into his direction. Sometimes I will not say things exactly the way it's being, you know, like texted in the game. I hope it will not be an issue.
Demons, prelate. We found him
Or
barely
it's
alive
not be,
outside the walls
you
of
know,
Canabras.
too annoying.
Walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
Then why you guys have it? Obviously because they're actual guards and whatnot. Still, that's not fair! That's not fair.
Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Hmm.
You will have
Water!
as soon as we heal your wounds.
Actually, I'd say it may be like, water! Please!
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
The lady raises her head in affectation of surprise. Basically, for those who kind of like maybe not sure how to take it, I guess she considers herself way too noble for such things, and she kind of like almost well, makes her surprise to be much more evident, so that she would not have to do this kind of thing.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
The old man leans over you. I am Temotejiku.
That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then? What's your business in the city?
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Muttering discontentedly, the old man walks off. Quite slowly,
Pry loose
somehow.
the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
A beautiful silver-haired woman leans over you. She seems ageless, her face wholly unlined, but centuries-old sadness gleams in her eyes. The longer she speaks, the stronger her voice becomes. Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Maybe I should try to read this stuff faster, you know, like the gray text, like the woman lets out melodious laugh, you know, before. But then people will not hear the, you know, the stuff. Maybe it's not so important. Maybe I will do it mostly only when it's like after the whole voice. What happened with me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Can I go now?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that.
Oh, really?
Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Canabras is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On one side is the ordinary world and inhabited by ordinary people, and on the other the world wound, the demon's foothold in Galarian. Galarian is basically how this whole world is named. Heroes from across the world flock to Canabras to aid the Crusaders' cause. The protracted war offers little cause for celebration, but today is the anniversary of the city's founding. For today, the city's main square has been cleared of marching troops and given over to performers and carnival games. The townsfolk deserve the chance to forget about the bloodshed, if only for a day. Have fun! You've got to take a break from fighting sometime. The square is packed with numerous entertainment. Time to set aside thoughts of war and enjoy. I see. We're gonna save. As you see, I already had this like save file and whatnot, but don't worry about it. Yeah, it's for some reason allows the similar namings of the characters as well. I don't know how to delete it, honestly. I'm not sure if it's like important. I don't think I will have any issues with it. Let's go into settings finally, since we can do it, and we're gonna lower the volume. Yeah, it's gonna help a bit, I'm sure, with doubles the master volume. Remarks. Most people recommend to disable the power attack at first, because obviously it gives you -1 penalty to basically hit the enemy. You know, this game usually works like this. You cannot like imagine throwing the dice, right? It basically happens in Afto. Once you throw the dice, if say enemies armor rating, I believe they call it like AC here or something like that, and once it happens, well, based on that armor rating you also roll the dice, and if the number is equal or higher than the enemy's like armor rating, then your, you know, strike will hit. But unfortunately, see, if we use power attack, we'll have like -1 penalty. So let's say if you roll 14 and you have to have 14 to hit the enemy, it's gonna be -1 turning 13, and we're not gonna hit it, and it's like a too serious, you know, like loss of damage. It's only when you finally have a lot of attack bonus where you're not gonna miss, right? And the bonus from this power attack will be too tasty to ignore, then of course things will be different. As for cleave, well, this is decent. You'll be able to deal like additional damage to other enemies and whatnot. Alright, what we should do, how about we try some shooting. It's interactions. Further to the left. As you say so. Oh, what about 100 paces? Can you do it? Get in! Bullseye! Well, so... To Her Majesty's health! Okay. Our city has stood strong for another year. May it stand for 100 more. To the city! Pretty much saying somewhat similar stuff, but I'm pretty sure they're like there is some who is like unique. Oh, look. Yes, happy city day, and now step away, please. I do not wish for Horgus Guerm to be seen next to you. You know, today's celebrities and politicians, etc., perhaps sometimes think like so, except now they less honest about it. But I wonder how much difference between them and this, for example. Happy city day, good people. Spare a coin for a hungry belly. I was thinking they gonna give like a bit of free food during the festival, but maybe not. Grubby peasants and the grubby diversions. Why did they even bother coming? Is it the same ones that didn't want to search for Terendelev? Most likely. Social. So many happy faces. Days like this keep our hope alive. Ramien. On days like this, it is as if the war doesn't even exist. Desna, grant us peace. It's one of the goddesses. Carol. They should let us off to enjoy the festivities. Instead, we are digging ditches and training. Training day in, day out. Janna Aldori. I've been a crusader 5 whole days already, and I love it. The future's going to be grand indeed. Sila. How are you? Did Terendele help you? Oh, yes, she did. And Nivea. Okay. Everybody letting their hair down, everybody's drinking, having good time, but the demon spies never let up, so that means no fun for me. They ran. They call this a celebration? This is but a paltry imitation of what goes on in my mansion on a dull, toil day evening. Sorry, what the hell? This game might help me with maybe some pronunciation, who knows, right? Alright, let's have a go at it. Suck him one! Oof! Bam! Right in the jaw. Hahaha. You call that a punch? Here, let me show you how it's done. Nani? Something is happening. Behold. Wow, flame strike. Polar ray.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Not the best time for the transformation.
Let the feast begin.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
The halfling's armor is splashed with blood in his arm to the teeth, with a sword, a blade, and a hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Who is Discari?
You got a good drubbing around the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
Okay, quick explanation. So demon lords are basically demons that rule that place called Abyss, and they have like much more impressive powers, right, than everybody else among the other demons, and they're very close to consider it to be like something akin to the gods, right? But they're not actual gods, okay? At best they're like demigods and whatnot. The only one, as they say, who attained full godhood is Lamashtu, the mother of monsters. So this Discari is one of those demon lords. What's the situation in the city?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
The halfling's words are drowned out by terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
It did work somewhat.
Behold
If you want to do something, do it personally and up close to make sure that your target is dead. Because I'm pretty sure we have survived this encounter.
The silver dragon
Trapped in
Tyrendelev,
darkness.
the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Yay! Okay, now it's a good time, I guess, to check stuff and whatnot. Let me check if the stream right now is working, because this is a test stream, and who knows, maybe things are not working right now. Might as well check, right? See, things are fine. Well, I think everything works just fine. The preview works, meaning everything else works. Let's continue on. We'll probably will not use this defensive stuff, since it's gonna like make us almost like not hit any attacks. It's more like for tanks, and we don't plan to be kinda like full tank anyway. A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a scream of curses through clenched teeth. She's pinned to the ground by a couple weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
The young woman in knight's armor studies the rocks intently, clearly trying to work out how to move them. I see. That's indeed a problem.
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Tyrendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Interesting. Spotting us, the knight reaches for her sheath weapon, but after scrutinizing your face momentarily, she raises her hand in greeting. So she was thinking maybe with some, you know, some kind of creature. Why should we help her? Why are you supposed to ask that? Obviously, this is extra stuff, right? Whenever you see something like green or special, it's gonna move the entire conversation. But like the question you can ask before and so on, you know, just for the curiosity.
What kind of a question is that? We should help her because we're crusaders, not animals or demons. That's why.
Indeed, what is the kind of question is that? Okay. I have more like bonuses for athletics. My character kind of like unfortunately suffers when it comes to knowledge of the world, all this kind of stuff. Succeeded at athletics check. Summoning all your strength, you managed to lift the rocks up enough to free the wounded woman from the rubble.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Tyrendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
So the word stone, right, to explain, it's something that was placed by one of the like cool angels, right? And there is like this wound, right? The gaping wound that actually connects the abyss, you know, like as a place with demons, right? With the living world here. Well, sorry for making this pause, but I've been thinking. So, wordstone. Wordstone, basically, there's a bunch of wordstones, and they're just placed around that, you know, this hole in the ground or whatever, right? And prevents it from getting more, even more bigger, and so on. So, that's basically a wordstone. Literally what it means. Nothing too special, right? It's just a stone that prevents bad things from going, you know, to our world or that place getting even worse.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabris will never give in.
Hmm. Oh boy. Sorry for this delay. I came here to fight the abyss. I'm a scholar. I came here to see world wound with my own eyes. One person's war is another person's opportunity. I have to seek my fortune, or I'm led by destiny. Nah, I usually just ask, so super simple. My name is Timothy Chico.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
Whoa, girl, slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open skies soon.
Pretty simple. This whole idea. Loot. Cloak of resistance.
A bright future awaits us.
Well, since you're gonna be taking the brunt of the damage, the bigger part of it, why not you wear it? Enjoy. Loot. It's nothing special. That's scales of that dragon that died.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, alright? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive.
Yeah, not many could withstand the fight with the Demon Lord, not even that dragon apparently. But in my opinion, she could fight much more smartly.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
So a bit of story for this city, Canabras, City of Glory, they call it and whatnot. But for the most part, that was just a, you know, really small town before the Crusades and whatnot. So at some point, well, this town became, you know, much more important than what. But its history is very specific. You see, they were accepting the refugees, right? Without any questions. However, Lilitu demon named Minago entered Kinabres magically disguised as a refugee, and once inside the town walls, she revealed her true form, slaughtered dozens of citizens before vanishing in a cloud of greasy black smoke. After the Red Morning Massacre, it was called Canabres, refused entrance to any except those who could demonstrate direst need, obviously because they were afraid something like that will happen again. Individuals who fell under suspicions were turned away or executed on the spot. Canabres became known as a safe but suspicious city. By the time of the Second Crusade, the leaders of Canabres agreed to house one of the Wardstones to guard against the demonic orders pouring from the world wound. This act assured Canabres' role as a strategically vital city key to the defense of Mendev. And Mendev is basically the nation that is close to that world wound.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose. Who am I?
Tell me about yourself.
Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches her polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
What if she did it, isn't it?
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Do you wanna join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Alright. Masterwork dagger. Huh.
What's on your mind?
Time to heal. Magricium Turinos. Didn't heard this stuff in a while since I actually finished Pathfinder 1. But honestly, I'm not even sure whether I will finish this game, right? And how soon it's gonna be. So this part 1 might be the forever part 1. For all I know, but that's not a big deal really. Why? Because still kind of like this game. I don't know. Even with the cheats, yes, I started cheating in Pathfinder, but trust me, that wasn't mostly because I couldn't like handle the game, and yes, there was like actually problems with that game, but the main issue was how slow the progression was. This game is literally eternal, I tell you. Like the thing is, the issues with this game is that sometimes you often need to reload. This is one, right? And what is even worse is the fact how many encounters there are, and unfortunately there is also a lot of like there was a lot of like issues. You have to manually level each party member. Yeah, you'd say like this is actually the best way to do it, but trust me, the system that is there is just so clunky. You have to like manually choose from this like list that is like very hard to get through. It's not as simple as to like press plus and just see the stuff before you and just pick which one. No, you have to like to do a bunch of like scrolling down, up, left. Obviously, once you type it in a search bar, it's a bit easier. But you get me, right? It's a combination of many issues. All right, that's why it was so. And basically what does the cheats do is basically they, well, for the most part, they just make the game less annoying. For example, no wait for the inventory, or like double speed of moving, right, and fighting. That was a nice hit. Skinning failed. That's something I want to see.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of vivisectionists who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. Benduak! The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it?
Lan, did you find it? Who is that? Oh well, the woman looks at you as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Demons are lane ways to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
Vanduak looks you over, considering something.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you, tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. but we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, lad?
So interesting, but like there is like outer sphere. This is basically beyond of this world, and there is like a plane, basically its own, I guess, dimension, whatnot, that is called heaven. And pretty much there where like angels live, you know, like some other like beings that considering to be good. They're all about goodness and order. I believe it's there's like actually three, you know, like separations of it. Like for example, Elysium is a part of it, and there is also like something else. I believe 3 parts. Yeah, they don't say it in this text, but there is actually 3 of them if I remember. They pretty much oppose to lawfully. Yeah, they kind of like oppose evil forces of hell. Well, they say lawful evil forces, but I'm not sure what they mean. I guess it's the ones that like particularly want to just fight and not be chaotic, meaning they're like for sure against the good forces and whatnot. Anyways, the idea here is that they actually still think there is a chance to reason with them. So they are so good they sometimes feel like about like potential redemption for some of that like so-called evil forces and whatnot. But for the most part, of course, that not always mean that they like directly evil, right? That's why they say lawful evil, right? Lawful hellish forces. That's gonna be like for sure evil, and for the rest, it's like they probably could be potentially sometimes neutral and be like on each side here and there, I guess.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Bandog shrugs and turns away. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes, there are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze.
Hello,
In
Colgate.
the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
So this whole idea here is that this beast-like, monster-like people living here, they are like descendants of the first crusaders who were fighting demons, and since they were touched by corruption, well, they look like that now. Sword? Holy flame, how did it end up down here?
It came here with its owner a long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Anyways, going back to it, Colgate, so if you're still here and listening to me, obviously I will repeat this information later. The only thing you have to do is pretty much log in into Streamlabs with your YouTube account, right? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna find there a widget, right? You're gonna find there like a widget for the chat, and you're gonna insert it as a window for OBS. You're just gonna have like a window. You can name it as a chat window, right? Then you're gonna put that widget link into that stuff, and then it's gonna connect, right? It's gonna connect. Last Good RPG, JK, Honkai Star, Leo clears all the classics. Oh, a window. Yeah. So now, again, to explain. So you basically go and log in with your YouTube account into Streamlabs. You go there. There's gonna be a widget for a chat, right? You do the necessary settings and so on. You copy that widget and you open the window, right? You create a window basically, like for the OBS, like additional like tab, and you insert that address, you know, like of that chat from the Streamlabs there, and then you also take the same thingy and remember that the Twitch chat program. You also create a new widget with that stuff as well. That way you'll be able to see it on your screen, and at the same time you have it like, you know, a chat in OBS as well, right? Obviously you already have it, but like I'm just saying that this one particularly, maybe you're already using it, I don't remember, but the point is like you can have like a bunch of like settings for it. And if you like how it looks, it's like pretty transparent and cool, and it like supports a bunch of like emojis and so on, like I guess you could do something like that. Obviously there are like alternative ways as well, but if you do like that Twitch chat program, speaking about it, it's called, hold on, I'll say how it's called. It's called Transparent Twitch Chat Overlay, right? You find it and you download it, you open it, you go to settings, you create a new widget, you put the address from that chat stuff into it, and you have it on your own screen as well. And you will not have the issues how on the previous stream, right? Whenever like sometimes it didn't work and stuff. Should be okay, I guess. If you have any questions later, I can help.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
You'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Okay, so now it's simple, basically what we're gonna do. Statue of a known knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Okay, so this first mission is we basically gather some loot. Look at the stuff. The room looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
What's that there?
We're not gonna go there yet. We didn't yet finish exploring things around.
Something.
What do we have here?
Here's the sword of the angel. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and the Tamadojiku feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. Previously, our character was wounded by an unknown weapon or spell, we don't know. The wound healed by the Terendelev, the dragon by the way, reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Tamatojiku's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that can clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. Who are you gonna marry in this game, or who did you marry? Not yet, I just started, but I wonder if there's like, there should be some romance options. It was a thing in the first game. But of course, I don't know about this one at all. We just don't know yet. It's like the very beginning. This game is pretty long, right? Then they are up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their treacherous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. While at least I still have strength, I must... While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Temetochiko intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to furiously call out the traitors, heal the wounded girl. Okay. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before the hero. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lario, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, majestic golden winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There is a vision. The darkness in the cave steers into the motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious... Wait, what? Chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy. And the wooden girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. The hero's head pounds with pain, and it's no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Let's try to fight through it, or use our knowledge. Well, we can at least try it because we see that we have like +1 here at least. Wow, I succeeded. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Temetochiko is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sends the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in this strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow features strikingly resemble those of Discari, terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hands is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel, struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before his enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on the Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. The hero senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing, like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This is I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up, and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Hiro does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Hiro's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Hiro sees a flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warmth and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Hiro senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it.
Hey, are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Silak kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Ayomide. Ayomide. Her name is kinda hard to pronounce, but basically it's a decent goddess.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentuog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sull, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sull needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Now what is that?
God. Oh my god, unfortunately, have to think how to make it so it could see, you know, the emojis. on OBS as well. But hopefully, at the very least, YouTube stuff can kind of see it. I wonder if that would be the case. Well, let me check the chat stuff. Use custom refresh rate. Maybe I have to use not a window, but a specific dock window for it. Or maybe just because I'm using the older version of OBS. I'm not sure. I will check it sometime later. Hopefully I will not forget. But at the very least, the chat itself works. Oh well. As always, we just cannot solve every single issue.
The mongrel did it.
And the explanation how this game works. There's like a bunch of like different dices, right? And like there is a dice that has like 20 at it, just calls D20, which is like basically dice 20. And like, for example, as I say, 1D20 means results can be from 1 to 20. One roll of a 20th-sided die. And 2D6 means like 2 to 12, which means you're rolling like 6-sided dice. So basically, it's simple. Like, the first one says how many dices there's gonna be, and the later says, well, what kind of dice it's gonna be. Like, for example, that means indeed it could be like, obviously, like if you're gonna roll like 2 dices, which is like 6, the lowest number is 1, so the lowest is gonna be 2 since you're using 2 of them, right? And 6 plus 6 is 12, and so on. Right now, the difficulty of going through the rubble was 14. And since Lan got a result of 21, and usually it works like this, right? Let's say you roll, right? You roll and you get 20. But you also have bonuses, right? The bonuses kind of like add to the dice, and then like say you have like +1 bonus. That's why Lan got 21. He basically got lucky. He managed to get the maximum number and plus a bonus, which is of course more than enough then to basically be above the 14 as the difficulty of this place, and that's why we got it. But if he would roll lower than 14, we will not be able to get through this place, and we would probably lose some health. I think we need some illumination. She's like fighting with one sword in one hand with rapier, so I think it's okay for her to carry the ever-burning torch. Now, please drink this. You don't have much health left. Loot. Be pressing tab button to see the loot and the characters that are active. Let's try to get across again. Oh no, check failed.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Oh my god! I didn't put any weapons for my character, I forgot. Hold on. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. Only have this weird longsword. It's not my preferred weapon of use, but so far I guess it will be okay.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Still, I'm kinda, well... Well, if you missed any loot, when you're gonna like leave this location, there will be a prompt to take it with you, so don't worry about like running all the way back unless you didn't find it at all. Then maybe there'll be problems. So I think like just you skip through some even though you managed to find it, then you'll be able to pick up once you're gonna leave this location. We don't interesting in these tutorials.
What's that there?
Oh my god.
Will make a fine trophy.
Masterwork Greatsword. Finally. This will be cool enough for us. Because we are gonna play as a two-handed sword, greatsword user. Okay, Vendua glances at Lan. Apparently not everything will be waste, of course. Who is fixing his slipped bowstring and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Saul. Lan assures that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan, Bendoa grimaces and a guttural husky snarl falls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does it sound like a plan to you? To me it sounds like a suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his word to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chasing down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves and another to fight in the shield maze. Venduak leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us strikers at the start. We were young and stupid. There is a couple of monsters when there is a whole world out there waiting for us. What's a couple of monsters? I mean, that's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just physical challenge, it's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall while with the beating of your heart. Vendak looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because of Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I don't want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of tribe for the sake of you stupid kids. Chief Saul is hesitant, and for a good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan is the only one who benefits from those childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them, or whatever left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my life. Venduak slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find a way to the surface. I'll think about it. Let's go. Don't show the chief the light and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. I think we can do this regardless though. And here we are, the icon to leave this place. Nope, I don't think I missed any weapons. Or perhaps I didn't went somewhere and didn't kill one extra enemy here and there, who knows. Not really... The monsters. Has the maze really collapsed? Would you look at that? Uplanders. You have nothing to feed you, go to one of the other tribes. Let us pray to our ancestors to bring our children back home safe with us. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Their first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the others to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectations hangs in the air. Yeah, this place is really not that nice. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands. His face has distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, and while the other gleams with moisture. Uprangers, eh? And time sharpen us indeed. Chief, so we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lan points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The younger ones are still alive. We can go save them. Chief Saul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You are too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Saul eyes you up and down. And a plunder with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things to happen. There is always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't it right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on fate. Show the light. Banduag stares at you intently, like a cat watching a bird, and shakes your hand in warning. Is there somebody else from the surface here? Saul points to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Saul laughs but quickly returns to business. Sh not good. Too many uplanders not good. Sh not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. You're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you. Not you to us. Okay. Lance speaks the truth. The heavenly flame sparks life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through the stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It's warm, but its warmth is so deep. Saul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his white, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it is true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead he came. To save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Vanduak hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women, their blood will be on your hands. We have a blessing of the angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. Idiot! You see a bright light and now you think even the maze is not much for you? You always think the worst, Vandu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right to it, Lan, but we are neithers. We are going to wait. I sent a messenger to shaman all the tribes. Will take time, yes, but they will come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, uplanders. Rest a while in our hush. Our home is your home. Alright, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for these kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Venduak only grits her teeth in silence. That's it. I think that was a... well, unfortunate that we had to say something not super cool to this character, but what can you do? In a previous game, you had to manually do everything for level up. Look how much time it saves you whenever you have after. And the reason why I didn't do it before, even though there was an option, your difficulty changes to custom, so the game kind of says that you're kind of cheating, which is like kind of unfortunate. Yeah, this time though, it's a bit different. It's a part of this difficulty option. Athletics, persuasion, and mobility. Why not? Bonus. Which one to take? Let's look at the guide. I have a guide here, though that might be interesting. Okay. Combat reflexes? Is this what they ask us to take? Huh. Not sure yet. Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't know, this combat reflexes stuff doesn't actually seem that good, isn't it? Huh. Well, I don't know. We'll take it then. I know this is off topic, but I'm doodling while watching the stream. Does Slappy Rabbit look better with or without pupils? I don't know. You didn't even create concept arts for both, so I guess the idea is for you to actually try and check which one looks better, or even take some input, and then decide in which direction to go next, at the very least. Wait, what ability I was supposed to take? Oh, combat reflexes, yeah. They say it's a prerequisite for seize the moment. I see. You may make a number of additional attacks of opportunity per round equal to your dexterity bonus. With this feat, you may also make attacks of opportunity while flat-footed. So basically, if enemies will try to go past us, you'll be able to attack more than once. Okay, we'll take it, I guess. Also, now we have a strong grip for much more better two-hand sword fighting. I want to ask a few questions. Alright, tell me about mongrels. Oh, well, we are crusaders under the ground, the children of the first crusaders. The world wound touches everyone. Look at us, we are all marked by it. The uplanders didn't like it, they drove us down here, but we have a secret. South's one good eye twinkles slyly. We are waiting. When the shield maze falls, that is the end of our lives down here. We'll go up to the surface to fight. Until then we don't. Our place is here. But now we all have seen the light of heaven. Now we can go. That other things we do need. We must fulfill our crusader's duty. Tell me about Venduag. Ah, Venduag, our beauty, our huntress, who is more skilled than Venduag. They are braver fighters, yes, but brave doesn't mean skilled. Venduag is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. Tell me about Lan. Lan. Sao makes a vague gesture. He's not one of us. No, not one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother, no. They took him up to the surface. They ruined him as a child, then they came back. But he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes, but he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up there either. He's not safe. He won't last long. A gong. Huh. Thank you for your answers. It's no matter. But what you're going to do now? The messenger is swift. He'll rally the tribes, all of them. The angel's light is with us, so we will allow it. Follow it. Now you go. Rest. Eat. Can I just clarify, are we Uplanders prisoners or guests here? Have you drawn weapons against us? No. Have you killed us? No. Have you stolen our food? No. Guests. Okay. I want to look around here. That's it. That's the whole story, I guess, with this guy. I'm just gonna loot everything. Have some conversation with important people. That's gonna be it for this location, most likely. Human face at last, and here I thought that I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises, and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Guerm. Yes, that Guerm. You no doubt have heard of me if you spend any time at all in the city. I have business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabres. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Guerm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city. I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies. You have Horgus Guerm to thank for that. How'd you end up here? For a moment Horgus' eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returning to you. I wonder why he looked at her though. Like everybody else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Also, I must say, when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Pah! Kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. Horgus Guerm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but with a hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for the help. Look, I'm starting to talk like that chief. Exchange. Instead of exchange. Oh my god, its handle is worth more than their whole village. What kind of business proposition? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. You must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You seem to be a remarkably strong warrior, just what we need to get through these caves, and past the bloodthirsty beasts that inhabit them. You are strong, it will be no trouble to you. But I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It's good to have friends among the Kinabres elite. 2,000 gold. Haha. Horgus' gaze is piercing. Are you taking advantage of my dire circumstances? Very well, make it 2,000. But honestly, 2,000 is like nothing. You can like take a bunch of trash and I don't know, like after like 2 minutes or 5 minutes of fighting or just like skulking around, you quickly will find 2,000. So yeah, don't think that I'm actually fleecing him off that much. Money first. I wonder if it will work. I think it will not. I would gladly pay in advance, but all my wealth is up on the surface. Fear not, the word of the Guerm is worth more than platinum. Ask anyone. Horgus Guerm has never reneged on a deal. Deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I should sit here in the village. You have to go. Go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Oh, fishy. Mutated fish? That's sad. Even the fish is mutated. I was thinking at least the fish will be normal here. Oh well. Anivia. This strategy may not have happened if you spent less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea! How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Horgus and Anevia sit some distance apart, snipping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. What's the bad blood between you two about? It's an old matter. Miss Tirabate here had the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Cultists don't need to look like cultists, you know? That's kinda the whole problem. And you, Mr. Guerm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all that rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see it? I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. Horgus Guerm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see its defenders, my defenders, were all fat, healthy, and well armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming in every sponger, leech, a parasite in the city. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an alright bloke. But carrying the secret dealings in a city that's steaming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for a lot of us, whose job is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Anivia, how's the leg? Anivia scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said, wait a day and I'll be alright as rain. So I'm waiting. What do you think happened in the city now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Descari himself appeared, there is no telling how bad things are. Oh, hello there, Horgus. Come on, maybe it's not so bad yet. Anivia says, can you hold off on writing our obituaries yet? Obituary? That's not the word you say it often. The city full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone throw from a Nerosian. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. I assume it's the capital. This ain't Discari's home turf. He's gonna have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendavian army. What do you think of the mongrels? I thought they were just a story. The sort of thing drunks in the taverns would come up with. Now I discovered that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds are so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. The part that boggles my mind is that they're descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves in the dirt. If I know the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Kenabres would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Horun would have them tossed on the pyre en masse. Whatever ills of this place, it's their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? What are you going to do when you go back to the surface? I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. Shall I see it if it's still standing, or I am now homeless? I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and leader of Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Kenabres to fall. You have to go. Go on then and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. Take care of yourself. Okay, damn it. Come on. Oh, look, we have somebody here. A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles proudly at you, shoving off her double row of small sharp teeth. You, from the surface, you must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought see the days. Call me Dyra. That's straight. Who are you? The people around here call me all sorts. Dear as a hoarder, dear as a coin, dear as the city girl, like that's a bad thing, haha. I throw the caves, picking up kind of things from the surface to wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kind of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best stuff for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade with me? Because all people here know better than animals now. She yells with a surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city like you. Our people love to reminisce about our armies, knights, crusades, but I don't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've forgotten what trading is, they've forgotten the value of gold, they barter hides and for plants, roots, and go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I didn't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. Let's trade. We're just gonna book, sell this stuff, whatever we need. We check the weapons, right? We're just gonna send most of the weapons there. It's like weights a lot and we don't really need it because the common weapons usually like for the most part trash. Okay, deal. Now I've seen some bracelets there. Maybe I can. No, I already have some. Then you can have it. Good. Yes, I want us to rest. Which what we're gonna do, since the game has like a resting mechanic and fatigue mechanic, which I don't personally enjoy. The messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anavia that an old guy who won't even acknowledge me. And that old guy who hasn't even acknowledged me, sorry. Take your time, there is no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lan looks around. Everything is going to plan, but one thing bothers me. Venduags, gone. All the tribes? So a whole army is marching on the maze then? By mongrel standards, yes, but don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. What do you think happened with Vanguard? Lan shakes his head. I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. Hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she'll try to deny it. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we clear the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure maze is the only way to the surface? Lan nods. There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they are far from here. And with all these earthquakes, who knows what conditions they are in now. So our best bet is a maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. Let's go, there's no time to lose. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else have in a long time. You've given mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we are worth something. Now that we have the power of the angels on our side, Lan's face grows sullen. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones. Hopefully. Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Everything is the shortest route in these places, it seems. Lan and Venduak are always dragging back trash from the caves. No offense. You call me a trash? Oh, come on. Monitor lizard. Oh! Hoorah! Look at that damage. Take it. The tribes are gathering. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? The other tribes haven't turned up yet. We're going to wait for them. Just another while longer. Knowing so, the preparation will take the best part of the day. Let's take a look in the maze ourselves and see what's what. I don't like this place. This isn't like caves we are used to. Attack! The power of heaven at our side. Okay. The tribes are gathering. Okay. To gather. Oh wait, hold on. No, I cannot go back. I wanted to explore that place. Ah, damn it. Is there a after save? Well, I'm gonna like do the manual save and then we'll check if after save worked. Jesus. So be careful about going through places because then you might not be able to go back. Finally. We have to fight just one monitor lizard again. Watch a cutscene. Yeah, that's kind of like annoying, but you know. Oh my god, this time my character missed. It doesn't go as well as before, so I took some damage. That's why we don't have power attack on, by the way.
Together, we stand.
Wish we could skip this. This is something they unfortunately didn't improve in this game. Maybe in the second one. I mean, like the third one, because it's already a second one. Okay, let's see. Gotta be something interesting here. Maybe some loot? Cool. Huh? Nothing? Never mind, just some monsters.
No reason to pause.
Oh my god, I forgot to buy potions from the vendor. Oh well. Lore Religion.
I hope you appreciate
Bas relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, and Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. That's why it's the Labyrinth. Freaking Baphomet guy. Loot? No potions? Oh look, I see the enemies.
the spirit
Cultists.
blood.
I wish my character was moving faster. At least we hit hard. Pixellock, please.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oh, finally, the potions. That will help.
What's on your mind?
But first, let's use the spells.
No, what is that?
Traps, huh? Well, Shin-Si is kind of like roguish type. She'll be able to.
I am helpful, am I not?
Yeah, of course. Enemies!
The last one for me. What do we have here?
If I use this ability, how soon he will be able to... Never mind, the character got stuck. Well, it happens. You have to use it whenever the target is apparently, well,
This one was beyond me.
far away. Maybe some books? No books. Just some scrolls. Oh, got the book. Good. Open the door, please. Whenever it sees like a purple, you see the purple stuff, that means the perception check worked and you managed to find stuff. Oh no, so many places to go. You missed? Dude, come on. Again? Finally. Oh boy. We'll just take weapons for now. The armor weighs too much. I already know about like lockpicking. Corrupted mongrel. Wow, critical hit. Hovlan. His name was Hovlan. Did you know him? Yes, he's not from our tribe. We were both hunters, so we'd cross paths from time to time in the cave passages. We'd share news and leave supplies for each other. Then he just disappeared. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead. If only he had been. Why would mongrels attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? Something wrong with them. Look at their bodies, like something eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird, or were having an off day, but I feel like something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like this shelled maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they get there? Have no idea. It's my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did. Vandua comes here all the time and ask her about it if she was here. Come to think of it, where is she? Let's go. This place might be even more dangerous than we thought. And Zera was hoping that we be the meanest things here. Lance's laughter seems strained. These mongrels and cultists. Now I did not expect this. I need to find out what's going on here. True, this kind of like is kind of weird.
You can trust me.
What the?
The spirits guide me.
Here? That far away?
I hope you appreciate
That's
this.
weird. Pixel lock.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oh ho ho. Loot here. Alright. The bloodstains still mar the ground. Around them are comfortable benches with pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching other people suffer. Oh no. Door opened. Enemies! Let's try the ability. Run! Charge! Okay, he's dead. Oh, there was another one. I should run to them instead. Locked. Well, I don't want you. I want her to do that. Pixel lock, please.
Not this time.
Okay, maybe
I am helpful, am I not?
you failed though at the first try. Man, I don't like whenever there's too many places to go with these ones. Especially I don't like to backtrack and run away in other places. Open it, please.
I hope you appreciate this. The heartbeat quickens.
Okay. Sharpshooter, you say? If so... Come on. Come on, go here. Ah! Charge! Wow, one shot. One shot as well. Ritual pool filled with fresh blood. Come on, guys. That it eventually starts to, well, it's gonna smell all this kind of stuff. It's not really that good. Oh well. Ah, closed off.
What's that there?
Whoop! Please don't move anywhere there. Just go back. It's a work for one character. Or else we're gonna just accidentally step into it. Oh my god. Please.
I am helpful, am I not?
Sheesh. Good. Demons! They have damage reduction? Whoa! The cleave ability just killed 2 of them. Judging by the corpus littered around the summoning site, the cultists did manage to summon a demon in the end. Yeah, nothing good comes from them usually. A lot of healing potions from that dude. Closed? I knew it. I guess there is a bunch of other places we still didn't discover yet. Oh? What's that? Hidden place. You know, they say it's a maze, but it's not really a maze. Just some kind of location. That's it. Nothing, you know, special. Okay, close door.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh my god. Charge! Wait, what? He can't? Target path is blocked. Oh well, if you say so. I missed. At least they missed as well. Okay, wrong way. Where to go? Here.
What do we have here?
They will break against our resolve.
Ah, look at them.
Let me draw the first blood.
Corrupted mongrel guard. Power! Oh my god, you missed. Rest in peace. I don't think I... Yeah, let's see what's here. Canabra's system of aqueducts channeling water from the river into the city. It was seriously damaged in the earthquake. I like how the water looks like. This is the type of games that, by the way, they say graphics don't matter much. They obviously not, you know, the most beautiful game ever, but it works and whatnot. Oh my god. Okay, can you just... No. Well, I just hope they're not gonna die. Okay, she died. God damn it.
Pain is
Man.
so this is how
God damn it. My turn. Let's pick up this corpse.
This war.
Maybe it was the wrong way.
I will help where I can.
Time to have... Oh, how many potions we have. Can use a lot. Let's say I have to put it on some quick stuff. Potions, 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 potions. Take that one as well.
Now, what is that?
It's more work for you.
I am helpful, am I not?
Gee. Going down again?
You are today's sacrifice.
Why are you so happy about it? Critical hit. And boom. Hand of HAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA. HAAAAAAAAA orders. Follow these simple rules or you will die. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which one of you two holds onto it. You can tear each others to shreds over it for all I care. Don't ever think of setting foot into the ritual chamber. Ever. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for your feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever, the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. Do something about that damn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it, just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. Find a better hiding place for the paladin sword from the surface. I'll deal with that later. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people wanting to become Hand of HAAAAAAAAA. Okay. I guess. Now we know.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Uria! Almost killed him. Your turn. Come on! Oh my god. What a miss.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh, it wasn't many percentage chance to succeed, but it worked. Scale mail, medium armor. That would work for me for sure. What is arm? This one. I don't know, it's just a bit... It's like one more armor. Obviously it's not identified, maybe that's why. I need a character with magic stuff.
I am helpful, am I not?
So that I will be able to identify it easily. Alright, think we checked every single place here. Or not. Actually, there's still more door here.
What do we have here?
dangerous enemies. Okay, if you say so. Let's eat potion of fate and we'll fight it. Oh, it's not that strong actually. Water elemental. He's finished.
I found something.
Kitchen smelling of burnt fat and garlic. Food was clearly cooked here in vast quantities. Yeah, it's definitely not a maze. So now I can go basically here. It will take some time until they will arrive. Come on guys, what are you doing? Where are you? I wonder where is the minimap. I remember there's been minimap. Maybe it's because it's just the beginning of the game.
They will break against our resolve.
Well, how we cannot finally. The bodies of the maze builders lie where they were caught by earth elementals enraged by the earthquake. The builders' tools lie scattered next to the bodies. Though this maze is not even that long. I mean, like, old. They're just like in the process of building it. So how? Come on. It's weird.
The heartbeat quickens.
You won't survive me.
A large aggressive creature was kept in this cage. Judging by the bent bars, the creature is now loose. Well, I guess it's this too, maybe? Not sure what kind of foreshadowing it could be.
Not this time. I am helpful, am I not?
Unable to identify the amulet.
What's that there?
Well, I hope you appreciate this. Go for their hearts!
Some kind of demon. Come on, my character. Ah.
This is how it feels.
God damn it. Just give him space. Because of you. She died. Oh no. Well, not truly died, but you guys know what I mean. Seems they didn't learn new tricks. Still, level mechanic in some games can be sometimes weird.
Let me draw the first blood.
Come on. As always, earth elementals are pretty tanky. Take it. Now we have a key to another door, but unfortunately I don't remember where it was. Oh, now I remember. It was here. Hopefully that's enough. Cool. Alright. Should we rest? Why not?
My sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm. So, is my plumage an extension of my head? Focus, Sela.
Alright, decent rest.
Rely on me.
Open your heart to me.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Praise Ayomide. Oh! Here you are, huddled together, like a herd of animals, pitchful monsters, not human nor demon. Even tieflings are less defective than you. But I am your master, Savamelech. Can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger. Starvelings of the dark, submit to me. No, we are descendants of the Crusaders. Trusting a demon will be a betrayal of their memory. Oh. Well, who is the next descendant of Crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters and human guys, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. That's one of the races, basically. The one who's like lineage of the gods and whatnot. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. Oh no. Cannibalism. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. Feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees, one after another, and crawl to the Aasimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh, you hear the sloshing of blood, you hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony, one clutches to their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dares to try bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! And still, the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down beneath the wail of rage and anger, you sense light trying to break through. Seize the light hidden within you. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffices you from within. warmth and joy from a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, and enveloping mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. That wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. Bowl of Justice. Melech. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Hosilla. He is already wounded. Venduak, kill! Venduak silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Hosilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose in where it doesn't belong. Okay, let's plan this shit. First, you eat this potion of mage armor. You go and fight her, and you give me the giant form, and you shoot her. Come on, you have to do this like the running thingy. Yeah, you're super weak. Wait. Oh, whenever you big, you have like a better range of attack. Oh, mighty Savalmelech, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress. For real. Kill her. Finally, she's finished.
Well, are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
Inspect the wound on your chest. The bleeding, deep wound on your chest is gone. Like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred. It's gone.
It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If he had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this uplander. And judging by the smell of his blood pouring from his chest, the demons will be able to find him wherever he goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
The huntress permits herself an indolent, gloating smile. Her sharp fangs gleamed menacingly in the gloom. So you've been serving Sava Melech this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neithers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Why didn't you try to stop us from going inside the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Sava Melech is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
You said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean that you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live, and gain the power to change everything. Sava Melech tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
A predatory gleam appears in Venduag's eyes.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduag.
What did your service to Hasilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neithers easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neithholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Join me, Venduag. There's still a chance. Time to use Naruto talk.
Oh no. You need idiots like Lan makes you weak. And I don't follow weak people.
The lady in the nice armor already beat you down once, and she'll do it again. You can be sure of that.
I understand why you're with them. First, you went along with Lan, a fool and a dreamer, by showing Soul the light of heaven. Then you interrupted the ritual with your so-called holy light, not even considering what that would lead to. Weak-willed fools always flock together.
Oh, so you think we're weak, Wenduok? Tell me, which of us is crawling in the dirt right now? Sucking up to strong people hasn't turned you into a conqueror. It's turned you into a pathetic piece of trash.
The final gong hasn't struck yet, Lan. But when it does, you'll regret being such a gullible fool.
Leave. Never want to see your face again, Venduak.
Do you think I like looking at you, Uplander? I'll just wait till you're asleep, and then I'll slit your throat. No matter where you are.
Oh, she will come back. Probably.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Saul appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What this is? Anivia gives a low whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Hurun isn't as crazy as we thought. There really were demons down here. I should listen and send a patrol down here, damn it. Gorgus' lip curls in distaste as he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. You said you were in charge of reconnaissance for the Eagle Watch, Anivia. How could you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabres? Yeah, right, like it wasn't enough that I sniffed after every damn shadow in the city. Everybody knows the stories about the demons living beneath the streets of Canabres. Those tales are as old as Crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake, so thanks. How's the leg? Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. This place must be burned with holy flame. The place overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. Venduak, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, strong mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. You might still be able to save these ones. They can't get any stupider, that for sure, but they might be meaner than they were before. But I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Saul laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. Ah, Lan, we don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. Saul gives a rugged sigh. Venduak, how could she? She deceived them and then she left. What did become of us? Chin up, chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone and the traitor been dealt with. All well that ends well, I say. You need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they will be like when they come to, but look at them. Look after them, chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everybody is capable of enduring something like that. It will change them forever. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Uplander, and you, Lan, you saved them. Only God can salvage their souls. But we are a tribe. We will think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up on surface. A time has come. It's time to get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. You never were one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see things? Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is your way out? Beats me, but this beast got down here somehow. Lan searches Cassila's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure the cave will come in handy. Anivia's eyes quickly skim over the letter and she passes it to you. Those cheeky sons of... This is information on the cultists in the city, their meeting places, passwords, secret hideouts. Think we should show this to whoever in charge of Canabres right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Okay, Salavax, this is my last warning. You need to act discreetly, without attracting any more attention than you already have. People already talking about the strange disappearance of Canabres' most righteous man. Keep below ground. Nurture your mongrel pets and wait patiently. The call for battle will soon come. It will sound loud and clear even down there in the catacombs. Gather your warriors immediately after that. Bring them to the surface and lead them to the Tower of Estrode. This tower will be my final dagger, and I shall plunge it into the guts of Canabres. Our vicious servant Faxon made the tower his base of operation several months ago, taking command over the Templar forces in Canabres while the Grand Master was distracted by other matters. Faxon has already gathered a stash of weapons, potions, and other useful supplies, which he will gladly share it with you if needed. If he behaves himself, you shall combine your forces. If not, just take his stupid little head off his shoulders and take command yourself. Mistress Minago. And I guess this is it, the end of this part of playthrough. Don't know when the next one will be, but hope you enjoyed the stream, and well, till next time.